Okay, hello guys. Hello. I'm just going to wait and hurry up. Boring. I'm leaving. Uh, uh. So, okay, so hello guys, and welcome to another live stream for today. So, if you are just joining us, you're welcome. If you're just joining me, you're welcome. Please let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Yes, don't, Chinyere, thank you so much. I don't know what the messages that the so that's why. Good evening. Good evening. Yes. So please let me know if you can hear me. Is the sound okay? Okay, Pamela. Yes. Okay, clear. All right. So let's get today. So like I said on the thumbnail today, I'm going to show you guys how to draft a perfect off-shoulder blouse. It's a very simple process. Okay. So thank you. So yes, thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Isaac Roots. You're welcome. Basi, you're welcome. Okay. So now I just so you can focus on the table. Okay, so let me see, let me try and like use this. Okay, let's see. Okay, it is better. I was looking for a situation where I could capture the whole of my, where I could capture everything on the table, but I think it's okay. Well, let's just manage. Yes. Okay, so now let's get started. So because like I said, most of my strictly for beginners. So we're going to add everything from the beginning. Okay, so okay, so we're going to add everything. Just joining us, you're welcome. So let me know where you're watching me from. Chinyere, where are you watching me from? Pamela, where are you watching me from? So the first thing we're going to do now on our pattern paper, so I have my pattern paper. You can see it here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I want to add a line. So this line is just about like a start line. You understand? So you just wrote a line on your pattern paper. So this line is going to serve as a. So the next thing you are going to do when you want to make this kind of blouse, there are some measurements that you need to put in place. So most of you already know, but I'm just still going to explain it for the sake of those that don't know. So which are your nipple point, which is your bust point, and then under bust this point, and then your waist, and then the full length of the blouse. Okay, thank you. Okay, Chinyere, you're watching from Chiamaka, you're watching from Port Harcourt. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to place. So the first line I'm going to place now, this line here. So that's my shoulder line. So the next line we're going to mark now is our bust point line. But because this is an off shoulder, it does not have the shoulder. So what we're going to do, we're going to take out 5 inches from our shoulder point. So there are actually two ways of doing this, but let's just, so we're taking out 5 inches. So you can see those this, so you place your tape like this, take out 5 inches, you can use 6 inches. Okay, depends on how much cleavage you want to show. So when you take that out, the next line you are going to add is your bust point line, which is this point. So for mine is 11 inches. So I'm going to mark 11 inches on my pattern paper like this, so you can see. So just rule that 11 inches on your pattern paper. Okay. So after ruling that 11 inches, the next measurement you are going to add now is the under bust. That's from your shoulder to your under bust. Remember, while you're taking out 5 inches, okay, because of the is an off shoulder. So that point, that's from my shoulder to this under bust point, is 14. So I'm going to go and add the 14 right now. So you can see the way my I placed my tape, okay, and then so I'll rule 14. And then the next line I'm going to add is my waist. That's this point. That's like my belly button. That's waist. So most times it's usually 18, but your your client, okay. So that line is 18 inches for this tutorial for today. So we'll use 18. So I'll take my tape, I'll place it. Can you hear me now? It's like the thing went off. I wonder what happened. Can you hear me, please? Basi, can you hear me? Please, I need someone to confirm on the. Okay, okay, okay. So thank you so much. That's the good thing with live stream. You can always draw my attention back. Okay, so all right, let's go. All right, thank you so. Take. Just pray that this doesn't go off. Okay. Yes, I know it's up. So can you hear me now? Let's see. Plug it fast. The extension, bring it here. Is it plugged? Okay. All right. Okay. So I think we're good to go. Let's use this. Why the other one? I'm charging it. If it goes off, I'll switch fast. Okay. So you both should be telling me if the sound goes off. I will switch it. All right. So now, so let's continue. So the next thing we're going to do now. So for this, for this, we can use any pattern of our choice. So I think somebody should type on the comment section which pattern do you want us to use. Should we use neck dart, princess dart, or shoulder dart? Somebody should quick. The first person to type on the comment section. That's let me know on the comment section. So we'll go straight. Just choose the posture pattern blouse. Okay. So I'm waiting. Let's use neck dart. Okay, we should use neck dart. Okay. That's like the simplest and easiest dart, which is like the simple one. So the neck dart is the one that the dart runs from this point like this, comes, and then the shoulder comes, and then the princess dart is the one that it runs like this. So neck dart majority wins the day. So let's go. All right. So the next thing we are going to do now, add our dart. So for the dart, this is what you do. This is how you know where your dart is. You take your tape, you measure your clients from one nipple point to the other. Okay. So for this, mine is 8 inches. So that 8 inches, you divide it like this into two, and then add half of an inch. So you see, two, I have four, and then I'll add half of an inch. So I'm going to come to this point like this. This is my waistline. I'll add, then I'm going to add the 4.5 like this also. I'll add the 4.5, and then I'll add the 4.5 like this also. So all of them are like this to rule it to the down part, to the hem of my. I'm going to do now. I want to take out the dart. So for the dart that I want to take out, it is a bustier as much as 3 inches dart from my bustier pattern. So I can take inches, I can take um out 2 inches, I can take out 1 inch. So the more the dart outtake, is it outtake I'll use now, intake, the more bustier it becomes. Okay, so for this now, since we want to take out 3 inches from our dart. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come to this under bust line. Okay, so I'll mark 2 inches. So we can decide to share this dart 2 inches on one side, 1 inch on one side, or we share it one and a half, one and a half. So let's do 2 inches to this side. Okay, so I'll mark that 2 inches on that point like that. That's 2 inches on that point like that. So after marking that 2 inches on that part like that, I'll connect it to this point. So I need a curve. So I'm just trying to, okay, yeah, it's okay. This is okay. So from that under bust point, I'm going to mark it. I'll connect it to my bust point line. And then I'm taking out 1 inch from this side. So automatically now I have my 3 inches dart. So when I take this one off, I'm going to do off like this. I'm connecting it to, I don't navigate like that. Okay. So from this point, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the top part. Be okay. So the neckline that I'm going to on the neck area You people should note, it is an off shoulder. So when I take out that give it that fitting. Do you understand? So like are really okay because it will help you to like reduce those that shoulder, so the shoulder is not falling off. Out for my dart, I want to take out 1.2 inches, sorry, dart. So that 2 inches dart that I want to take out, I'm going to bring 1.5, take out half of this side. Okay. So from this, I'm going to take that other part, I'm going to connect it back. So at the end of the day, now you people can see a beautiful curve. You see that's one kind of very curve, connecting that line now back. This because of this 1.5 dart on this side, my cups are going inch, okay? If you don't want really poofy cups, okay. So from this point now, I'm going to bring this down to my, on this side I took out 2 inches, right? So this is my underbust. I'm going to reduce that to 1 inch. I'm going to explain it if you have been, I'm trying to do. So for this, I'm reducing it. I am not taking the dart. I reduced it to 1.5. I'll mark it like this. So you people should see. You see, when you mark it like this, when I'm bringing it to of a curve, you understand? It creates a kind of a curve for the bust to sit properly. So those of you that are just joining us, people, you are welcome. Hit on the like button. I would appreciate it. People should like this video so others can see it, and then you can drop your comment as you are watching. Let me know where you're watching me from. Those of you that are just joining, you're welcome. Greet us and tell us where you're watching from. Okay. So this, I reduced it here by 1.5 inches to give it to give it a perfect, maintain the same 1 inch. So I'm going to take that 1 inch now. I'll connect it back from the under bust line to the, on the down part of my blouse. I'm going to take that, I'm just going to blend it so you guys should see. So that I'm not like running, because this is a blouse that you use to tie wrapper. So I'm not taking out that down. You do this, it will kind of give your blouse this kind of, I don't know how to explain it. that kind of fine curve at the down at the tummy area. Okay, so you can see. So it will give it. So this part I'm just going to blend it. It has to be blended. So you can see the shape. I just want you guys to see. You can see the shape of the blouse already. The center part kind of gives it one kind of fine move. Okay, so now we are done with that part now. So the next thing, so we actually have two ways of doing this. We can cut and then place it on, but let's just do the, okay. So I can actually cut this out and then place it on top of it, and then just take out my full body measurement. Or we can just go ahead and add our dart. Okay. Thank you so much. We want to measure out our shoulder measurement. So the shoulder that I'm using for this 14 inches. So you will know that inch, or take out 2 inches. And you will remember that on this top part inches for this up, that 2.5 inches. If we take it out, is so because at 1.5 inch from our shoulder measurement, so which is 7. When you divide 14 into 2, you have 7 inches. So instead of adding back this 2.5 inches back, add back, we are just going to add 1 inch back into our pattern and then add half of. If you don't want that, if you want to, so for this shoulder part, I'm trying to explain it, it is optional. You can decide to take out just 1 inch from your shoulder measurement. So that will give you a of off shoulder look. Okay. So instead of that is, so if you want to, for instance, now I want to take out 1 inch, this is what that measurement, which is 14. Remember, this is 2.5 inches that we took out. So that 2.5 inches, you can, if you are taking out 1 inch, you bring back one pattern and then you will add your stitching allowance, maybe 1 inch or half of an inch. So it depends on you. You add that back. Okay. So I'm just trying to explain. So I think this is better. So let's just continue with this. We just took out 1 inch from our off shoulder to give it perfect fit. But most times when I'm doing, I normally take as much as 1.5 inches out from my shoulder measurements. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to mark our armhole. So to mark our armhole, you take your tape like this again. You take out 5 inches. You remember that 5 inches? So that 5 inches, I'm going to mark half of my armhole, which is 9 inches. So I'll mark it like this. So you guys should watch what I'm trying to do. So I'll just connect it this way like this. And then I'll connect it this way like this. Okay. I marked the wrong point. So I'll mark it like this. And then I'm going to use this just to give it a curve. So for this, we're still going to work. We're still going to work on this. We're not going to leave it like this. We're still going to blend that in. Okay. So if you are doing a tube, you blend that in. But since the blouse is going to have sleeve, you have to put that into consideration. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do now, we'll take out our full body's measurement. Okay. Angel, no, you can always go back and rewatch it. So you not miss, you can go back and watch. So now we're going to come to this point. Remember, we're using 38 inches for our bust. So that 38 inches, you divide 38 into 2, that's half is 19. So this is what we have. So I'm going to take it like this on this point, and then I'm going to place it like this. So I'm going to add about 3 inches or 2.5 inches allowance to my blouse. So if you have been following me, you know that I love to add enough allowance. So why I added this enough allowance, this will help in any truncating that I'm going to have here. Okay. So now this line, I'm just going to extend it to my bust point line. And then I'll come to my under bust line. So the under bust, we're using 30 inches. So when we divide 30 into 4, we're going to have 7.5. We'll mark the 7.5. You remember we took out 2 inches on this side, 1 inch on this side. That's 3 inches. That's what we took. 3 inches for our dart here. So that you will bring that back, unlike the top part that you're not bringing in everything. For this, if you do not bring everything back, you have entered trouble. So bring everything back, or else your cloth is not going to fit. So I've added that back. So now I'm going to add my stitching allowance. So for my stitching allowance, I could just go with 1.5 inch or 2 inches. So it depends on the allowance that you want. So you mark that and then you use your ruler, you connect it. So after that, the next thing, you are going to come to the waist part. You remember the waist, we said we are using 34. Okay. So that 34, that's half of 34 is 17. So I'll place my tape like this, and then I'll place it on this point like that. Okay. I'll mark it here. So remember this down part, we reduced it on this down part. We reduce, instead of 2 inches, we use 1.5 on this point, and then we still maintain our 1 inch. That's 2.5 inches that. So that 2.5, make sure, why I'm saying all these things like this, someone can put you in trouble. You bring that back into your pattern, and then you add your stitching allowance. Okay. So add your stitching allowance as applicable, and then from that point you will mark it, you connect it like this. You can see what I'm doing. So you connect it. So the next thing for the down part of our blouse, which is the down, we're using 40 inches. So that 40 inches, when you divide 40 into 4, we're going to have 10. So we'll add that 10 inches. So for this down part, there's no much intake. So we're just going to add our normal that. So you can just like, because when you cut, you are still going to lose some. So you can just say, let's add 1 inch and then add back your allowance for your stitching. So after that, you are going to use your pattern rule like this. And then you will connect everything, your blouse like this. So you can see how simple and easy it is. So for the neckline part, for the neckline, now we want to add our neckline. So in order for us to add our neckline for this blouse, we are going to use 3 inches, or let's use our, you can mark what we have here and use it to our neckline. So it depends on how open you want it to be. So for this, we have about almost 4 inches. So the next thing we're going to do now on this point now, you are going to determine, you remember 5 inches is already off. So put that into consideration, my people, so you don't fall into any problem. So for this, I'm going to use 8 inches is chest line. So that will be very deep. So we can use 7 inches if you don't want off shoulder that will show your cleavage. So we can use 7 inches. So we'll mark 7 inches. So that's 7 inches on this point. If you want to do a sweetheart neckline, this is what you will do. You just take your tape like this and then connect it like this, like a back flip. I'm trying to get a beautiful curve. I'm not getting a beautiful curve. So I'm trying to, okay, I think I should do this. Yes, this is better. So yes, so I'll mark this down, this on this now. So now this, I am going to blend this into that shoulder part like that. So you can see I'll blend it into the shoulder. So this armhole side, if I want to bring it down, is a simple thing that I'm going to do. For instance, if I want to turn this, if I want it to be a tube, what I'm going to do, as I take this like this, I come like this, I'm going to slope it down on this point like this and blend it like this. So this is for a tube, if I'm making a tube. But because I want to add sleeve to my off shoulder, this is very important, okay? So please note. So now the next thing I'm going to do now, I want So can you hear me? I think you can hear me now. Okay. There's no need sef for me to put it, so I can hold it like this. I'm almost done. Okay, so thank you so much. Abiyewa, thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So like I normally say, that's the beauty of live stream. So you can always tell me. See now that the microphone went off, you'll be able to tell me. So thank you so much. So you guys, so you can see our beautiful pattern. So for those of you that are just joining us, you can always go back. Just click on my picture. Let me explain to you guys how you are going to see this video when you want to rewatch it. It's a beautiful pattern. Those of you that just came, that are coming late, you guys, I'm not going to say you guys missed. Do you understand? You can see how beautiful this off shoulder pattern is. This off shoulder pattern, when you use it to make dress for your client, you are not going to have any problem around this tummy area. I think it's going to hide very well. So and give the dress a very perfect fit. So you can see this is a very beautiful pattern we made today. So you can always go, yes, so you can always go back. Just click on my picture and then click on, when you get, it takes you to my home page, you click on live. On top you see videos, home, community, blah blah blah. Just click on live. So when you click on live, it will take you back to the beginning of the video. Once it takes you back to the beginning of the video, you'll be able to watch it. So you can see this is a beautiful pattern that we made today. For those of you that don't know how to do off shoulder, after today's class, you should be able to just follow this pattern and be able to do it. So maybe in another of our upcoming class, we'll stitch it. Or if we're not able to stitch it, because tomorrow I'm not coming up tomorrow, so if not I would have said tomorrow let's sew it, but we'll leave it for another day. Maybe another day we'll do another pattern. So this pattern that we did today, for those of you that just joined us, this is the neck dart pattern. We can do another pattern and then the next day we'll go ahead and stitch it so that you people can see. For those of you that don't know how to do it, okay, so you can follow it and learn. So thank you so much. So you guys should give this video thumbs up. I can see a lot of people join the stream, but you people should like the video. Look for the like button and hit on the like button. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me for today's live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you that tuned in. So before I say bye-bye, do you have questions? If there's anybody that have questions, you can ask your question now. So let me use the remaining, how many minutes? Let's see, how many minutes have we done? I've done like 37 minutes. So let's use like the remaining 2 or 3 minutes to ask questions. If you have questions, just drop your question. So let me attend to it before I go. Okay, so I'm packing my things already. But you people should drop your question. If there's no question, those people that understand, let me know in the comment section that you understand what we did. That is okay. So we can, so that I can close. Let me go and eat. I've not eaten. The truth, the truth of the matter is that, let me tell you people, I was actually not in the mood today to come up. The only thing that brought me eh, is consistency. You understand? Because of those people that will always come and watch. Okay, Abiyo, thank you so much. You say all good. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, because of those people that I know that will always come to watch, that will like the video and what, that's why I just had to push myself and come out today. So, thank you all, guys. I'll see you guys on our next live stream class. Is going to be on Tuesday. So, for those of you that don't know, that will always ask what time. Tuesday, 7, after 7 p.m., like between 7 and 7:30, I will come up. Okay, guys, so bye bye. All right, thank you, Joycelyn. God bless you. Thank you.